The source is usnews.com. So an organ transplant patient dies after receiving COVID-infected lungs. Have you heard of this? Did you know this? Let's talk about it. So there's a woman in Michigan. She contracted the Gooch and died 2 months after receiving tainted double lung transplant from a donor who turned out to have the virus despite showing zero signs of illness, and initially tested negative. This is the first proven case of COVID-19 in the U.S. in which the virus was transmitted via an organ transplant. Now, the surgeon who handled the donor lungs was also infected with the virus and fell ill, but he later recovered. Now, this incident appears to be isolated, being that it's the only confirmed case among nearly 40,000 transplants in 2020. But it has led to calls for more thorough testing of lung transplant donors with samples taken from deep within the donor lungs as well as the nose and throat. The donor lungs came from a woman who died after suffering a severe brain injury in a car accident. Now, the nose and throat samples routinely collected from both organs and recipients tested negative. These samples, these organs, tested negative. And they said, okay, go, we can transplant these. We can use these for the transplant. They later test positive. Is there anything you can trust? And this woman dies. It's already scary. She's going to get double lung transplant, right? But to then fall ill because of some testing and a virus. I mean, this is what the official report is saying, but it leads me to think, did you really test them? Or was there a match? I don't know how that works, but sometimes it got to be a blood match and some other kind of match for the organs to be viable for a recipient, right? But where they tested? No, really, not marked it down as tested it because I got to do 50 of them a day and I'm tired and I ain't coming to work today. I should use a sick day, but I'm saving that for when I go to Cancun. Did they really test it? But nonetheless, this Michigan woman is gone. And part of this goes to, it has caused for there to be more thorough testing. That's a good thing. I just wish that we had come to that decision before someone had to die.